And the Southwest Championship Wrestling. Well, we got a big one for you tonight, and I'm not pulling your leg. We got guys like Manny Fernandez and Tank Patton, Tom Pritchard, Tully Blanchard, Terry Allen, Buck Robley, and a bunch of others. 2 TV title matches. That $5,000 challenge is still on, the Golden Challenge, and a couple of guys obviously going to be here tonight. And the one standing to my right, your left, big Bruiser Brody.
Hi, James. Good to be back. Seems like every time you leave somewhere, you come back and everything you hear is wrong. You know, it seems like nothing right takes place. You know, my friend here, Scott Casey, while I was away, seems like Tully Blanchard's making a habit, a real bad habit, of going after people's ears. It seems like Tully Blanchard got a bad habit of sticking his nose in somebody's match when it don't belong
and causing my friend Scott Casey to get burned. You know, a lot of people can say, Bruiser Brody, that kind of stuff's none of your business.
Well, that's true, Gene. It probably ain't none of my business. It didn't happen to me. But I'm afraid. I'm real afraid that someday it may happen to me. And that's why Scott Casey, with the help, I hope, of Bruiser Brody, I hope I can give him the help he needs. That's why we're going to make sure that for every time somebody like Tully Blanchard gets the urge to go after somebody's ear, and every time they want to burn somebody's face, we're going to make sure that they got plenty of faces and plenty of ears to come after. And when they come after them, they better make sure they go after the right ones, because it ain't going to take but one mistake, Tully, one mistake, and you're going to be missing something yourself.
Scotty, comment, please.
I'll tell you what, Gene, I have never felt more confident in my entire wrestling career as I do now about the situation at hand, and that situation is Tully Blanchard. The man is running scared. He's done everything in his power. He's the one that's brought these other guys in. Well, I've got a few friends too. And the big man, and that's my nickname for him over here, has guaranteed me that he's not going to let me down. And I told him the same thing. I'm tired of being a punching bag and being burned on, and we're going to take names and numbers, and your number is up, Tully Blanchard.
Names and numbers. You heard it from the man himself. You heard it from big Bruiser Brody. My gosh, that man is tall. I get a crick in my neck interviewing him. All right, down to the business. And the Southwest Championship Wrestling. Thanks for joining us tonight. Big tag team match in the ring. Looky, Tank Patton and Juan Reynosa going against Mike Graham and Manny Fernandez. Reynosa in the ring against Graham. Big, boom, body slam, gets it off the ground. And how about number 2? That felt so good. Mike Graham, Tampa, Florida, 218 pounds, all over Juan Reynosa. Like a duck on a June bug. Juan, no little lad. In comes Tank Patton. Going to try to body slam. Patton, Mike Graham, weighs 218. Patton weighs 3 1/4. And joining me at the TV table is my young friend Tom Pritchard. Tom, this ought to be a stem winder.
Well, I'll tell you what, Gene, you know, this Mike Graham is somebody you better keep your eye on for sure. He just came in from Florida. He's a former world junior heavyweight champion, and I think he's going to be a big contribution to the Southwest Championship Wrestling. You can tell by the way he just slammed Tank Patton. He has a powerful upper body. He may be only 218 pounds, but he has all the stamina and all the strength of a heavyweight.
I got to go along with that. Tank Patton rubbing his sacroiliacs. And boy, didn't need some of that. Arm drags him. Mike Graham, like looks this young man, tell you right now, and once again he's all over Patton with the arm bar. The third man in the ring, Eric Mannheimer, checking to see if he wants to submit. Young man's got some good looking moves, Tom.
Most definitely. Like I said, he's a former world's junior heavyweight champion. He has a lot of scientific and good amateur college background behind him, as well as his partner Manny Fernandez, who is yet to be in the ring. But if you take a look at this Mike Graham, he uses a lot of speed and a lot of agility along with that power he has.
Goes under. Big, full, flying drop kick on 325-pound Tank Patton. There's the arm drag. There's Patton in arm bar. Patton looking for help. Tags in his partner, Juan Reynosa. Juan, you may not want any of this young man at this point. I told you so. Arm drags him. Put him in a figure 4. In comes Manny Fernandez. And I guarantee you don't want any ham. Manny Fernandez on Juan Reynosa. Winds him up. And flips him. Leg drops him. Winds him up again. Reynosa. Slam with the elbow. Into the back of the shoulder. And again. Up under the tricep. Guarantee you Manny Fernandez can put some, hold on, Tommy says this thing between Fernandez and Slater has come to a head. Manny Fernandez is wrestling as good as I've ever seen him in his life. I mean, he's hot. He got a head of steam, whoever he meets.
Well, most definitely. You know, I think everybody in this area right now is training harder than ever for this national TV championship. But Manny, has a double load. He's been training not only for the TV title, but also for that Dick Slater Southwest Championship belt.
Manny Fernandez, and I guarantee you Juan Reynosa is paying for his seat tonight. That's known as the price of admission. Tags in Mike Graham. Michael resumes the hold on Juan Reynosa. Juan Reynosa ought to go in some kind of punishment at this point. I thought Manny was going to beat him to death before he could get him out of the ring. He tagged inside, let have Mike Graham have a little fun, and he is. Incidentally, Tito Santana next week coming to Southwest Championship Wrestling. And Tommy, Tito Santana could be the best Mexican wrestler ever. This man is unbelievable. I'm looking forward to seeing Tito again.
Oh, most definitely. You know, Tito Santana held one half of the WWF Tag Team Championship while he was in New York with Ivan Putski. He's held a lot of regional titles. He's been all over the country. He's a big name. In fact, he just won a big 3-day tournament held in Houston where all the top names all over the entire country came down, and Tito came out the winner on that one, and I'm looking forward to seeing him again, too, myself.
Armbar, Mike Graham, now in the hammerlock. Hammerlock on big Juan Reynosa. He figured he'd been in there long enough. He's been on the field a long time, and Mike's not making it easy on him. This former junior champion, guarantee he knows his way around that square circle. Look at both knees. Drives them home. Big double knee drop. Juan Reynosa points a threatening finger at Manny Fernandez. Don't believe I'd do that, Juan. You might as well threaten a shark. Patton tries to sneak in. Doesn't work. Meanwhile, Graham tags in Fernandez. The referee didn't see it, I'm afraid. I guess he did it then. Wrist lock. Wrist lock. Fernandez. Reynosa. Tags in Graham. Juan Reynosa says, what in the world is going on here? They change the shifts quite often on him. He tries to fight back. Manny just grabs him by the neck, flips him over, knee drops him. Manny Fernandez, former Florida State champion, pumping him home. It's got to be like getting caught under a pile driver. And again, Juan Reynosa. Hope you're right-handed, Juan, my friend, because that wing is going to be no good to you for a while. Tommy, they're working on him.
That's just what I said. They tried that switch in there. They're trying to wear him down. Manny and Mike are working very well as a team. They teamed a lot in Florida when Manny was there. And I think they're doing very, very well as a team, except, well, like I told you, Mike's speed and quickness just got him out of a tight spot right there.
Mike Graham giving away 107 pounds in weight, quite a bit in height and reach, his tank all the way across and into the buckle. Patton works on Graham. Michael could be in trouble as Patton Elrod drops him. And again, it's got to stun you. And a hip toss. Patton going to drop him all the way out of the rafters. Catches him right across the gut. How did Graham get up? I don't understand how the man moved. I don't understand he got up from under that top.
I don't either. I tell you, that take Patton throws a devastating elbow, and Mike's just showing another part of his ability to take that punishment in the ring. He's taking some right now for sure.
Graham getting worked on. Full forearm into the side of the head from Juan Reynosa. Reynosa hip tosses him. Looked like you'd go for the pin. You don't often get a pin in the side head, but I'm checking just in case. Also coming incidentally next week to Southwest Championship Wrestling. Young man, it is a great pleasure to watch. If you've not seen him before, he comes to the area from the coast. Sweet Brown Sugar joins us. We're looking forward to that. Meanwhile, little seesaw going to the ring. Wait a minute, Juan. They changed it. Oh, yeah. They changed up the defense, man. Manny rolls him over, too. Patton is in. I guarantee the show was over if Patton hadn't gotten in. Double sling into the ropes. They catch him up and over. And take. Can be no help to his partner now. Mike Graham, figure 4 leg lock. A figure 4. That'll break it off for you. You'll come up with a couple of stumps on that one, Tommy. That's unbelievable.
He's known for this figure 4 leg lock all over the country. His father, Eddie Graham, made it famous, and he just won over that match with it right there.
Guarantee you Juan Reynosa going to have a little help getting out of the ring. Mike Graham and a figure 4 leg lock on big Juan Reynosa. Patton raising Kane. He's never happy with anything. Gonna throw you the big gun. When you go against Fernandez and any partner he is, it's gonna be a long night. We'll be back with more of this night of excitement at Southwest Championship Wrestling in a moment. Back again with Southwest Championship Wrestling, ladies and gentlemen. Gene Kelly, as you can see, back in town is Buck Robley.
You know, I bet everybody's been wondering where I've been for the last 6 or 7 weeks. They probably thought that Tiger Conway or Bruiser Brody or Manny Fernandez or Scott Casey or somebody like that run me out of championship wrestling. Well, let me tell you people exactly where I've been. I took a little vacation. I went down to the Chattahoochee State Hospital. That's where they put the mentally retarded people in. And you know what happened? I stayed down there for 5 weeks, and I was so smart they threw me back out, told me to get back out on the streets. So I lured back into San Antonio, and I came back for one reason. Not really, no, I was just out there having a good time, a good vacation. Everybody knows I'm not sick or devious or anything like that. But I understand there's been a lot of remarks going around about the Colonel in his absence. And I'm going to take this Lee Calder here, and I'm going to give this man a little wrestling lesson, which I know you people right here in the Southwest enjoy seeing me beat up on some people. And all the time I'm beating up on this guy, I'm thinking in the back of my mind, it's probably Scott Casey, it's probably Bruiser Brody, Tiger Conway, some new wrestler I heard coming in there, Sweet Sugar Brown. Now, that's another one you don't know where to kiss or beat up on. They got some real winners in this area, Gene, some real winners. The greatest thing is I'm back, live and in color, and I'm ready to show the people right here in Southwest Championship Wrestling why I am the best at my profession.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, he's had his say. As the old song says, uh-oh, trouble's back in town. Yes, indeed, and there he goes. If you got Kelly, you can see him in a yellow T-shirt, the black wrestling trunks against Lee Cole. Yes, indeed, the good Colonel, Buck Robley. 248 pounds, he won't tell me where he's from. Not sure Buck knows. Lee Cole knows, he's Minneapolis, he weighs in 245, and I guarantee in this TV title match, other than elimination matches for the belt, and Robley continues to work on the back of that arm. Guarantee it. Drops that knee onto the front of that left wing of Lee Cole. Lee, my friend, you're probably in for more than a long evening with the sick and devious Buck Robley. Seen the man. The unfortunate part is Robley's a good athlete. He's a good enough athlete to win a lot without what he resorts to. Into the buckle with a head bone of Lee Cole. Robley, at this point, almost playing with him, drives him home straight up under the chin. Robley uses his forearms, which you can do. He uses his elbows. He uses the flat of his hand. Unfortunately, also he'll use his fist. Clotheslines him, coming off. Robley slings him into the rope, catching him just under the chin, coming off, full speed. As I was saying, Robley will also use his knees. He's a master at using his feet. Drives him right to the top of the end of the elbow. Lee Cole fights back. Maybe it's not going to be the short hold you thought it was, Buck. Lee Cole on Robley. Robley backs off. There's the foot. And the foot again. Again, Robley uses his feet about as well as any wrestler you'll ever see. Unfortunately, it's not always legal, but I guarantee you can get a job done with it. And you got to give the devil his due, whether you like Robley or not. The man wins an awful lot of matches. Right now, he's working on Lee Cole. The unfortunate Mr. Cole seems at the moment to be at the mercy of Buck Robley on Southwest Championship Wrestling from the Junction, 1704 Blanco Road in San Antonio. If you're in town on Wednesday nights, goodness sakes, watch us. Robley body slams him, walks around with a grin on his face, mounts the buckle up to the second rope, and he misses. Gonna drive him out with both knees. Buck Robley misses. Cole moves just in time. Drops Robley in the back of the head with the elbow. What a beautiful move by Cole. Intentional or not, big full forearm slam. Works on the midsection of Robley. Look like he's gonna try a backbreaker. Robley rolls him up a small package. Works on his head bone with that foot. Robley uses his feet, I believe, almost uses his hand, much as he uses his hands. And at this point, that's much to the detriment of Mr. Lee Cole. Can you imagine? Can you imagine how funny you'd walk? I don't know that I could walk at all. Buck Robley. Double drops him. Goes for the pin, too. Someplace, somehow, after a count of one, thought he was going to get Lee Cole from Minneapolis out. I don't know what it's like in the coal country, but I bet it's not any tougher than this. Buck Robley is using Lee Cole at this point. Robley grabs him by the hair of the head, drops him right across the bridge of the nose with the elbow, and grins at the crowd. And again, Buck Robley on Lee Cole. Robley making reference to some of the others that might have run him out of town. In the interview earlier tonight, mentioned some of your favorites, I'm sure. And they'd all like to be on the business end of running him out of town. Lee Cole off the ropes. Fights back at Robley. Robley slings him in, catches him with a foot. Coming off the rope. Catches him just at the bottom of the breastbone, it looked like. Totally took the sail. The wind out of the sails of Lee Cole. Robley, again, using the feet. I don't think he's going to use his hands in this match. Very little, if he is. Hauls him up by the hair of the head. Third man of the ring. Joe Reynosa warns him. And he is going to pile drive him to a fare thee well, it's looking like. Circling. Pile drives him. Put him halfway out of the basement. Now Robley goes for the kill. 1, 2, 3. Robley over Lee Cole. 245 pounds, no lightweight, but no match for the sick and devious Buck Robley. We'll be back with more, ladies and gentlemen, on Southwest Championship Wrestling after these words. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Gene Kelly with Southwest Championship Wrestling. Hold on to your chair. Hold on to your chair. Tag team match. Bruiser Brody and Scott Casey are going against the Spoiler and Kelly Kiniski. You see him in the ring. The Spoiler bit him off a bunch this time. I'm going to promise you did. Going against Bruiser Brody. I believe this man he comes to wrestling swinging from fine to fine. He's like interviewing a tree, I'm telling you. Bruiser Brody. Leg takedown. On the Spoiler. The Spoiler weighing in at 265. Believe it or not, the Brody boiler weighs 297. He's out of Albuquerque. He tags into Scott Casey, Cowboy Scott Casey. You think that won't drive your old hamstring home? Well, that'll make it whistle Dixie for you. The Spoiler. Scott Casey with the leg takedown. Just tags Kelly Kiniski. And in comes Kiniski. And Scotty says, you want some of that? Here, I got plenty. We'll serve you all some of that. Casey drops him. Again, right on the hamstring. Getting him over where he can. Oh, that's got to jack that leg all the way out of joint. All the way out. You can see how Kiniski's moving funny. Scott Casey, never more serious in his life. Of course, when Scotty's in the ring, he's got something on his mind. I guarantee you what he's got on his mind is Tully Blanchard. Right, maybe Kiniski against him. What a beautiful move on Scott Casey's part. I'm talking poetry in motion. Spoiler tries to get an interfere. Kiniski reaches around, grabs Scotty by the chin, turns it over. And Scotty turns it right back into a hammerlock, goes right back after the foot. Third man of the ring, Eric Manheimer, seeing of big Kelly Kiniski, son of former world champion Gene Kiniski. See if he wants to submit. Scotty drops him. If you think Kiniski was moving funny a minute ago, wait till he gets out of this one. As he goes for the side head again, comes out. Scotty goes over. It was my blind side here, where I sit. Must have been a hair take because Manheimer broke it. The Spoiler immediately goes to work on Casey's left side on the leg. Manheimer says, you want to submit? Scotty says, no. What I will do is reach around and get me a side head. Get this hombre off my foot. I'll get me a bunch of that right now. And he's trying. But I'll tell you something about Mr. Spoiler. He has got a bunch of strength in those mammoth arms of his. And he's working now on the left wheel of Scott Casey. Casey, big boot up against the side of the head of the Spoiler. Drives it over. Spoiler across the ring. Scott Casey shakes the left side a little. Trying to get a little feeling back in that leg. So he goes against the Spoiler. 265 pounds against Amarillo's own Scott Casey. 235, giving away some weight. Not one bit of ability, I can assure you that. Scotty takes him down. He's got more moves. I guarantee you that a checker player. And once again, Spoiler finds himself at the mercy of Scott Casey. He likes that so big, he's going to put it in figure four for him. And go over the top, no doubt. Drive it home. Oh, yeah. Spoiler would love to tag in Kiniski. He crawls and makes an effort to tag in Kiniski. Southwest Championship Wrestling. We believe the state of the art in professional sports. I promise you right now, you'll see some of the finest athletes at Southwest Championship Wrestling you're going to see anywhere. Spoiler stretches for Kiniski, trying for the tag. Kiniski trying to get in. Trying to reach the Spoiler. Scotty continues to punish him. Now the spoiler on Scotty. Finally makes the tag, and in comes Kelly Kiniski. Of course, he's not going to give Casey a chance to get up. Doesn't work that way. Winds him up. And Scott repays the favor. Winds him tight. Oh, yeah, winds him up like an 8-day watch. Scotty kicks out. Leg takedown. Got Casey on Kiniski. The spoiler tries to get in. And Scotty works on the leg of big Kelly Kiniski from Vancouver, British Columbia, 251 pounds. He no lightweight himself. Scott Casey weakening the left side of Kiniski. Kiniski almost with a chokehold. Scotty applies pressure to the foot. Kiniski going to break it, drags him around the side into a side head. Casey reluctantly lets go. And Kiniski with a side headlock on Cowboy Scott Casey. In the ring, in the corner, the cavalry. Bruiser Brody biding his time, knows Casey can take care of himself. And I guarantee you when he crawls in the ring, the whole building will shake. Oh my gracious. Oh, I don't believe what Casey just did to him. As I told you, here comes Brody. Brody just reached in and snatched him. Pulled on him like a pulley bone. Bruiser Brody works on him on the ring post. Kelly Kiniski going to be in for a long night. As Brody wraps that leg around the steel post. In comes the spoiler. I don't think you want any spoiler. You better mind your own business over there. Full body slam. Man getting nosebleed being held that high in the air. And to come all the way down, Kiniski slams him in the stomach. It's like hitting the barn door. Tags in Scott Casey. He continues to work on Kiniski with the toe of his shoe. Another body slam. Not sure anybody deserves that, even Kiniski. He flips out. Casey faces off the Kiniski. Side headlock. Kiniski all the way across. Pulls up short. Catches Scotty with his knee. Hurts his knee. Or maybe it still hurts from before. And he tags in the spoiler. The spoiler drops the big knee on that injured ear of Scott Casey. Scott Casey's ear, as he told me before the show, before we took the air, he's still not hearing decent out of that ear. There comes that famous claw. Oh, yeah, the claw from the spoiler. But here comes big Bruiser Brody. Knocks Kiniski silly. Kicks the spoiler into the next county. Mannheimer warning him out. Close call for Scott Casey. You don't want the spoiler getting that claw on you. Meanwhile, Kiniski got his own problems. He thinks he's in the ring with the whole troop of Texas Rangers. Flying drop kick. Kelly Kiniski just almost lost his head to the foot of big Bruiser Brody. Brody out of the rafters again with a full body slam on Kiniski. Kiniski doesn't know where he is. Oh, nobody can survive that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He can count to 25. Wouldn't make any difference. Bruiser Brody lands on you. I guarantee you get the number of what hit me. Brody all over Kiniski. Ladies and gentlemen, back with more excitement. Southwest Championship Wrestling in just a moment. Back to Southwest Championship Wrestling, ladies and gentlemen, and here's Manny Fernandez.
Ya hablé una vez con la gente de nosotros. Esta vez voy a hablar con la otra gente. Let me tell you something, Gene Kelly, rápido. There's been a lot of people walking around here claiming that they're the champion, they're this and they're that. And let me tell you something. It seems that every time I beat this man, Dickie Slater, and the people know where I beat him. And I guarantee you, no disqualification is waived. The rule of disqualification is waived. The man cannot use it. He cannot win. And if he does get disqualified, he will lose the belt this time. He cannot run. He cannot hide. Because wherever he runs, underneath the ring, on top of the scale, tackling, wherever you go, up the aisles, anywhere, outside, up the hemisphere, I am going to be there. Dickie, I am your shadow. I'm going to grow on to you like you ain't never seen nothing grow on before. I'm going to be like penicillin. I'm going to give you a shot, and you're just going to disappear because I'm sick and tired of your loud mouth walking around here like if you can beat somebody. If you want to beat somebody, let's do it right here and you know where, because I'm sick and tired. It's about time we get down to business and cut the you-know-what.
Manny Fernandez. Ladies and gentlemen, Manny Fernandez.
Un amigo mío que viene, quiere luchar conmigo.
Speaking right now of a good-looking young athlete. I'm telling you, he's already been out in wrestling tonight. And I did like the way this man looked. He is in the Southwest Texas area and going to be on Southwest Championship Wrestling. Mike, come in here. Ladies and gentlemen, Mike Graham.
I'm really glad to be here in Texas. I'll tell you, I've wrestled all over the world, and I've had a lot of tough matches. I've heard for years about the tough competition, and so I'm here just to find some of it. I was talking to Manny the other day, and I know that Manny's trouble started with Dick Slater in Florida, where Slater broke his arm. And like Manny said, I don't care where you run, Slater, Manny's going to get you. And if I can do anything to help Manny, if I can keep Tully Blanchard off your back or any of the rest of them, you just let me know, because I'm here to wrestle, and I love being here in Texas.
Good to have you here, Mike. Guarantee you it is good to have this young man here. Fine young wrestler. Manny, thank you for joining us. Mike, I promise you right now, these two men mean business. And so do the young men in the ring, as a matter of fact. Well, some of them, oh, yeah, there's Moon Mulligan. I've got to tell you right now, you better turn out the lights and get in bed with your hat on. New Orleans, Louisiana Flash. Big Moon Mulligan going against Ray Hernandez. Ray out of Tampa, weighs in at 229. You saw him last week wrestling. He's a good-looking wrestler. Guarantee he is. Mulligan, what can I tell you about Moon? He's big, and he's mean. Weighs in at 302. Every ounce of that. Leg takedown on Ray Hernandez. As we get down to business, Mulligan with the side headlock on Hernandez. Third man in the ring, Joe Reynosa. They go together in the middle of the ring. Fancy move for a man Mulligan size. Whoop, hello. Hernandez just reverses it, sends Moon to the ropes and turns him loose. You couldn't live to regret that move, Raymond. Mulligan has been known to bend the rules, if you know what I mean. And across he goes. Big side headlock. Ray Hernandez on Mulligan. Incidentally, Tito Santana next week right here on Southwest Championship Wrestling. And I promise you, he is one of the good ones. Sweet brown sugar coming too. In the ring, meanwhile, Mulligan and Hernandez in a TV title match, an elimination match with that beautiful television title belt you've seen in the past few weeks. And this is another one of the elimination matches in search of a champion. Ray Hernandez winds him up, then puts him in a wrist lock. Reynosa checks to see if Mulligan wants to throw in the towel. Moon says, no, not now. Check with me again in a minute, though, because this is not feeling that great. Mulligan gropes back to his feet. All 302 pounds, looking for a way out. And you got to watch Brother Mulligan. I'll tell you, Raymond, he has a way of turning the tables. You see what I mean? Big full tackle. Hernandez. Mulligan don't believe it happened. Knocked his 302-pound frame flat to the mat. Now side headlock. Hernandez on Mulligan. Moon once again in trouble as the pressure being applied by Ray Hernandez. Moon Mulligan out of New Orleans. And I guarantee you he's ornery. Good wrestler. Moon Mulligan, I guarantee you, beat you in a second. You give him half a chance. And he's a good one. There's part of how he does it. Grabs him by the trunks, lifts him up. Mulligan goes for the back of the trunks. But Hernandez foils that. Gets the side head on him. Once again, referee checking to see if Mulligan would like to give it up. I doubt that on a side head situation. The $5,000 golden challenge offered by Moon Mulligan to any man to beat him in the ring. Well, we'll see if you're going to have to cough up the cash. Moon, my friend. Mr. Hernandez looked like he's serious. He comes off big, full flying drop kick. Mulligan on Hernandez. And he is going to, oh, he misses. Moon Mulligan misses. Puts his elbow halfway through the ring. Hernandez quick to take advantage as he works on the head of Moon Mulligan. Referee sees he wants to submit. Mulligan in trouble for a moment. He's up again as Hernandez applies the pressure with that massive arm on the side and around the head of Mulligan. He comes off. Mulligan catches him in the pit of the stomach with a wrestling shoe. And he does have the wind out of his sails at the moment. Mulligan moving slowly. Again. Goes for the solar plexus. Man looked like he's got a canoe on the end of his leg. Big twisting wrist. And he starts to wind him up. Takes him out of the hair, then slams him down. Then rakes the bridge of his nose all the way across the eye with the heel of the wrestling boot. and denies it. Denies it to the referee. Elbow to the top of the head. Mulligan, and again on Ray Hernandez. Right across the head. Right across the eyes. Mulligan on Hernandez. He smells blood. He's going for the kill. Got the side head. Applies the pressure. Says, watch the trunks. The referee runs around to the other side. Mulligan gives him a chop. Of course, totally illegal. But it took its toll. He'll deny it. He'll deny it forever. And Ray Hernandez, as you can plainly see, is in trouble as he's elbow dropped on the top of the head by Moon Mulligan. And it's a TV title match, an elimination match. Slams him to the jawbone with his fist. Now the wrestling boot to the stomach. Mulligan punishing Hernandez, almost like he was taking his time, enjoying himself. Catches him with a knee. Drives his head into the mat. Drives his face into the mat with his knee. Going to try to take him over the top. Hernandez with enough presence of mind to flatten out. Stops that move, because I guarantee that could have been all of it if he'd have rolled him up. Okay, that's precisely what Moon Mulligan had in mind. Big reverse chin lock now. Mulligan. Oh, Hernandez out. Beautiful move. Gets his eyes raked for his trouble. Mulligan not going with that. Beautiful move on the part of Hernandez. All the way across into the buckle. Mulligan slings Ray Hernandez. Now moving very deliberately. Puts the shoulder into him. Headbutt. Right to the unbelievable. And Moon Mulligan got a hit on him like a bowling ball. And again. Two unbelievable headbutts. Mulligan. On Hernandez. Here on Southwest Championship Wrestling. You better get around to the other side. Guarantee you, Joe, this man not at all above you, the chokehold. Wouldn't say he was because I can't see from here. But he appears to be up to some kind of skullduggery over there. Joe looks like all the word. A little too much smoke. Not to be some kind of fire on that side. Once again, the humongous frame of Moon Mulligan draped across Ray Hernandez. Up by the hair of the head. All the way across. Going to put him into the buckle. Hernandez reverses it. Mulligan's in. Slams him home. Driving block. And another. Now Ray Hernandez at the advantage all the way across into the buckle with big Moon Mulligan. Fantastic flying drop kick. He goes for the 2, 3. No, 2. Got ahead of the referee. Moon had his leg over. Got to break the hold. Guarantee you, Moon, that's the closest you'll ever come to losing without actually doing it. Hernandez takes him back. And now Hernandez is ready. He's hopping mad. Catches him out with a flying drop kick. Mulligan lays there and quivers. 1, 2, and again. Again, the leg is over. One more time. Hernandez has to relinquish the hold on big Moon Mulligan, who appears to be pretty well spent, but don't let that fool you. If you see what I mean, all the way across Mulligan. Full flying tackle. Now Hernandez is down. 1, 2, 3. Hey, Mulligan smothered him with that big 302 pounds, and it was over. Show's over. Monkey's dead. All she wrote. Moon Mulligan, the winner in the TV elimination match for that good-looking TV title belt. Ladies and gentlemen, we're back with more in just a moment. Back to Southwest Championship Wrestling, ladies and gentlemen. Tag team match. I guarantee this ought to be a goodie. This ought to be a big one. Dick Slater and Tully Blanchard against young Tom Pritchard and Terry Allen in the ring. Blanchard already. In comes Slater. Boy, I guarantee you, now I know why we call him Mr. Unpredictable. Dick Slater is unpredictable. You never know what this man's going to do. Blanchard sailing very serenely in his corner. Terry Allen and Pritchard. Slater's already trying to get it started. Over there, jacking his jaws. Blanchard coming up the backside of Terry Allen. Terry Allen from Chesapeake, Virginia, weighs 241. Pritchard from Houston weighs 220. Dick Slater from Tampa weighs 249. And Tully Blanchard, 233 out of San Antonio. Crowd taunting Slater. He talks back, got the towel in the ring. Shows the referee he's clean. He's going against Tom Pritchard. Looks like Little coaching in the third base box over here on this side. Terry Allen giving Pritchard a little advice. They've both gone against Slater. They know what Slater and Blanchard are capable of. And they'll win, if possible, by fair means or foul. I can assure you of that. This should be an exciting match. Only advice, not that they asked for it, to Pritchard and Allen would be, watch them. Unpredictable Dick Slater immediately goes after young Tom Pritchard, doubles up his fist. Slater backs off. Oh, me? Who? Me? Hit the man with my closed fist? Why, certainly not. Slater, of course not. Makes his move. Young Tom Pritchard, like the looks of this young man. Guarantee he's going to be around a while. Oh, Slater drags him. Pritchard out. Goes for a head scissors. Slater out of that. Oh, a little surprise for Dick Slater. Big tag team match. The crowd yelling, hooting, taunting Dick Slater. No, he doesn't like it. He's reacting. And young Tom Pritchard urging him on. Well, we're back to the business now. Here at Southwest Championship Wrestling, 1704 Blanco Road, the Junction in San Antonio. What we do it every Wednesday night. Oh, yeah, he gets tossed, but young Tommy Allen kicks the daylights out of Dick Slater. Slater tries to assume that bulldog position. You've seen him do that. He loves that when a man's out of the ring. Man just starts to climb back in at bottom rope level. Slater will gallop across the ring like a young bull and headbutt him. Pritchard and Slater squared off, and they go after it in the middle of the ring. Third man in the ring, Eric Mannheimer. Slater takes him to the rope. Mannheimer starts the count. Big, full. Couldn't see from here if it was a chop or a slap. But whatever it was, it took its toll on Tom Pritchard all the way across into the rope. Hey, hangs him. Hangs him with a clothesline coming off. Tags in and chops him again. Tags in Blanchard. Blanchard all the way across into the buckle with Tom Pritchard. Pritchard fights back. Blanchard turns to say something to the referee, and Pritchard, on the head bone, drives him across into the forearm of Terry Allen. But Blanchard fights back. Pritchard's on top. Bangs the head bone of Tony Blanchard. He's beating on him. He mounted. It looked like he was hitting him with a croquet mallet. Blanchard says, I don't want any more. Tom Pritchard's 100 Depot stove. One more time. And another. Tully Blanchard winds him up all the way across into the buckle. Gonna hang him. Blanchard reacts quickly with a knee. Knocks Pritchard flat. Pritchard moves. Blanchard hangs him on the rib cage as he goes down. But certainly didn't have the effect Blanchard intended for it to. In comes good tag. In comes Terry Allen. Slater says, oh, I didn't expect this. Slams and tosses. Allen's up. He has got Dick Slater where he wants him. Slater tries to back out. He's crawling backwards trying to get out. Headbutts Terry Allen in the stomach. Slater up. Slams the head of Terry Allen. Chesapeake, Virginia's proud. Finest getting the slam with the elbow of Dick Slater. Long way from home. And definitely in enemy territory right now in the ring with Dick Slater. Slater takes him up. Big side suplex. Slater on Allen. Gonna knee drop him. Looks like for all the world going to a knee drop Terry Allen, who's immobile at the moment. He does. He lays there, doesn't even budge. If you'd have drawn a target on his hair, Slater couldn't hit it any better. Allen kicks out. He kicks out. This man takes, I've seen Terry get in trouble before and take more punishment than you'd ever believe a human can take. And he'd love to find out right now as they double swing him in and double clothesline him, coming off. Slater and Blanchard. Slater's turn to the ring. He's going to try to bring him over the top, and he does it. Terry Allen at the mercy of Tully Blanchard. Blanchard kicks him. Up with him now. Reverse chin. Allen tries to drive for the tag. Slater tries to come in. Blanchard doesn't let him get over the tag. Takes him back over in that corner, which is a bad place for Terry Allen. Slater's there. Blanchard's there. Drives him with a knee. Headbutt. Slater on Terry Allen while the referee's back is turned. Blanchard diverting the attention of Mannheimer. Blanchard trying to put him on the rack. Slater drives him home with a knee. Terry Allen in trouble. Meanwhile, Pritchard standing in the corner, nothing he can do. As Slater drop kicks him. Looked for all the world like he caught him out of the chin. Big full body slam. Driving body slam. Slater on Terry Allen. There's Blanchard carping about the count. Not fast enough. Sidebreaker. Slater on Allen. Now he says, I'll try. 1, 2. Allen bridges out. Slater moving very slowly, very methodically. He's unpredictable, and there is no telling what he'll do next. Drops his elbow to the middle of the spine of Terry Allen. Slater going to take him up, up and over. Oh, on his toes, hanging him ever so long, and now down. Big reverse suplex. Slater on Terry Allen. If he can move after this, I'll be surprised. I don't know where he got the strength. I don't know how Allen does it. Slater and Blanchard both driving about the count. Said it's not fast enough. Slater says, well, you come in, Tully. You work on him a while. And Blanchard gets that off in a big way with his foot. Allen fights back. Blanchard hits him with the elbow, and again. Terry Allen. I don't know how the man's able to get across the ring. He gets slung across for one thing. Blanchard mounts him, catches him with a knee. Terry did not have the presence of mind. He was close proximity to make the tag as Blanchard drives him into the buckle, slings him across the ring into the other buckle. Blanchard says, hold up your knee. He works on Terry Allen. Kaboom! Terry Allen reverses it. Slams Blanchard into the knee. Slater and his Pritchard working on. Slater kicks him totally silly. Now on Blanchard. The young man is possessed. He is working on Tully Blanchard. Slater comes to his senses. One eye almost shut. In comes Pritchard. Free for all in the ring. Nothing new when these two men are involved, and these 4 men involved. Out goes Terry, brother Tommy Pritchard. Slater's got him. Slater rams him into the ring post, the solid steel ring post. Dick Slater rammed Tommy Pritchard into the ring post. You could cripple a man like that. You could totally cripple him for life by doing that. And like for all the world, look for all the world, like Blanchard threw Pritchard out there. Slater threw him out there. Blanchard threw him out there for Slater to get a hold of. And he proceeded to wrap his back around the ring post. In the ring, meanwhile, Manny Fernandez beaten all over Dick Slater. Ladies and gentlemen, back with more in just a moment. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, Southwest Championship Wrestling. Here's Slater, Dick Slater.
I am having a great time beating up a few people. I told you before, I don't play games. Tom Pritchard, you had no business in the ring with me. Manny Fernandez, I've had it up to here with you. Me and you, it's going to be one more time, Manny Fernandez, for the belt. Me and you. And I know one thing right now. I'm going to make you eat every single word you said to me. And I know that my man, Tully Blanchard, has got a surprise for Scott Casey.
Well, I tell you what, every time you turn around, it's Manny Fernandez, it's Wahoo McDaniels. For years and years, Southwest Championship Wrestling, all these people, so-called heroes, everybody roots for and cheers for, they don't know a wrestling hold from a shoelace. All they want to do is bring chairs in the ring and fight and cheat and break the rules. Well, I tell you what, Manny Fernandez, you come and stick your nose in our match on television. I tell you what, it's going to come down, and Slater's going to walk out the Southwest Heavyweight Champion, and I'm going to bury you.
You realize I have never broken a rule in my life? I am a church-biting citizen. I don't smoke. I don't drink. I don't do any of them things. All I do is get in the ring and try to wrestle. And people.
Ladies and gentlemen, back next week with more Southwest Heavyweight Championship Wrestling. We'll be back next week. Please join us.
What are you doing, Gene Kelly? Goodbye.